be able to do for them. So I think VP, there's a strong chance, you know, that they just keep powering up because, again, not that much experience with Flit. So you expect them to just keep hitting harder and harder as they iron out the wrinkles.
Well, let's get the show on the road. Simple here with the dualies in play. And actually, there's a set on electronic as well. Bit with the headshot, but Kick It will take down Simple. So he didn't get to do very nearly as much as he wanted to there. So, quick trade, and now into a 4-on-4. It does show NAVI that at least they've got the restrooms, and they had a lot of people there. Down at the B bomb site, they're playing it so passively. They're actually playing essentially off the bomb site and like a retake instead.
Yep.
It allows them to get 3 people up to the A site. So at range here with the USPs, it could be really deadly. P250 though picked up on Buster, so maybe he's out there on long looking for a fight. And VP have called a hold. They're saying, just let's wait. Let's wait and see what NAVI actually do.
It's a question, yeah. Well, NAVI are thinking the same thing. Let's wait and see what VirtusPro are actually going to do, because I was curious if they're going to stick to their guns or not and keep the 3 players up on the A site. They're still playing retake on B. They've got the 2 players anchoring as well as the one watching from CT, so it's still 3 on A, and James has not found a lurk anywhere.
Yeah, and I think they're basically trusting that if this is a B hit, Bit can get one of those headshots, and then it's a 3 versus 4 retake, and it's all good. So they're just like, whatever, Bit, just do, if they show up, just kill one of them, and it's going to be fine. But time is running out really fast now. 20 seconds. This is definitely going to be an A hit coming out. VP, they're right on the brink of it. There's the flash to set it up. Flit actually got the kill, but Boomich down next in line. Electronic here with the dualies at range. There's an awkward position to be in. 8 seconds on the clock, and James is on his own. There's no time for this plant. If they don't find him, they're not going to be able to lose the round. It's going to be Electronic to get that kill at the end. Good triple for him, and it's NAVI to win the pistol.
And yeah, Simple. A little bit of a grin on his part as he gets to look at his, I mean, essentially co-star on the team. Electronic just doing so much work for this team. It's so sick to see that he is just hitting the ground running here on land and just delivering kills. 25 kills versus Heroic earlier. That's nothing to sneeze at, right? That is a serious performance. So, Simple dies first in the pistol round. Navi still win the pistol. That bodes well for Navi.
Yeah, good start. Very little time on the clock at the end, if you notice, for VP, which, I don't know, again, pistol rounds are really tricky. I don't think there is a one formula kind of thing that for anything that you can do, but they certainly left themselves a little time that it was kind of an all-in. They were either gonna swipe away the defense and plant the bomb, or we end up in this scenario where they couldn't really find time to get the last duels in there. So that is unfortunate. What have we got now here? Just Glocks, P250 on Flip, that's about it. So they've gone for a pretty hard save to try and buy something in the next round. Just, again, what we see some of the time people do try and force up in this round.
Yeah, conversion rates have been a bit squirrely when you lose the pistol, but we've seen some teams really manage to break through and pick up wins with the 4 spies on the deagles. So I personally like to see this because it just means you're going to have a really solid 4 spy or full buy in the next round, right? You're going to have the rifles and the nades. You're going to have everything you need on the T side. So rather than risk it, just take the hard eco and focus on the next one. And VP, slow play in it. What the goal here, guys, if you wonder why they slow play it, even in a hard eco like this, even in a round where they haven't spent any money and the odds of them winning are very low, it's just about getting NAVI to throw out utility. If they can get NAVI to throw out grenades, that's $300, $500, $700 that they've spent that they'll have to spend again in the next round to get equipped. So that's the name of the game. Look at that. They even managed to get a kill out of that situation, VirtusPro. So that's really nice. But if they can get NAVI to throw out grenades, that's money spent that NAVI will have to spend again. So that's why, you know, you'll see these teams, even on Glock Ecos, they'll take their time and they'll make noise and they'll try and bait utility out of their opponents.
Yeah, and I mean you're also given time for the enemy to make a mistake. Not that I'm expecting, and I'm sure VP probably won't expect NAVI to make too many of those either. But yeah, if they suddenly decide to go look for you and you're hiding around the corner with 3 Glocks, could be another kill that you just weren't expecting. So it all helps, right? Third round coming up. AKs in the hands of VP. They do still have the MP9 there on Bit, and that's maybe why he's in connector now, trying to get a bit closer, because playing the A-bomb side with an MP9, or maybe even B, it can be risky. Here, though, he's going to be within a good range for it. Flit is around the corner, but he goes straight down, and that is very nearly a double. Ooh, door being opened, Electronic able to take down James. It's a 3-on-3 because Kunda got put into play, and he won the battle against Simple.
Simple getting caught. He was able to farm up that last round, but yeah, getting caught again here. See if they can actually make anything come of that, because now they're going to have the rifles as well. VP slowly taking over sewers, looking towards the B bomb site for now, clearing this out, creating some room, and if they make some noise, that's fine, because they want to, if they want to rotate back up to A, if they make some footsteps, that means that somebody on NAVI still has to hang around here on B and not get to take a risk by rotating off or anything like that. So it's going to be a B split here with the remaining players. 40 seconds left on the clock, and the bomb is just making its way out monster, but it seems like NAVI are aware of this. They're going to rotate a man extra down onto the bomb site, and the rotation's begun for NAVI.
Electronic, he needed that kill to buy time, but look at this Molotov in front of Perfecto. He actually would have had to buy so much time. Molotov will not stop the bomb plant. They're going to try and boost over, but no, they cancel it out. They think, you know what, this is too readable. That's a really, really nice hit out of VP. 3 versus 3. They picked the right bomb site, and they just win that battle against Electronic, and they had that deep Molotov to block off the rotation. That's perfect.
Yeah, brilliant work. Super clean, and I do expect this to be... It feels like VirtusPro have just been getting stronger and stronger all tournament long. And NAVI, they had a good match to kick things off here in the tournament. But now you need to... you got to ease into it. I think, NAVI heroic, and I mean, they won that handily. But it's still a question of, getting into the flow here on LAN. Go ahead.
That was on Ancient they played heroic, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, got a bit close. I mean, closer than probably than NAVI would have won it. Even if it was Ancient.
Now, though, what do we got? I mean, they did have quite a bit of money going. And Vitality right now currently playing as well.
Against heroic, yeah, that I feel like that would be a crushing loss for Vitality if they can't bring that home.
It's going to be, the French are going to be challenged, and we were just talking about that earlier. I mean, it's been years since there was a French team that was making waves at a major.
True, yeah, it's been a minute. Well, this round still very passive from NAVI. kscreato, he's in the perfect position to catch Electronic, who was just wandering in there, maybe putting a bit too much trust in that smoke. kscreato had managed to get himself through and just was hiding in that sewer area. Now the rest of them are going to be lurking around by the restrooms. Bit is in a good position here, but timing is key. Simple playing at the edge, and he's going to find Yuurih. Revenge from the previous round where Yuurih won that fight. Bit is turning around. He's not quite sure. Simple, he could have maybe got caught there. That's actually very scary. He had his back turned. If they'd come through the smoke, that would have been the end of him.
Just made it, huh?
Look at how everyone is walking around. This really, I mean, this is such a different pace of Counter-Strike. They are just, it is not too dissimilar from the other game that we just watched with Gambit and Entropic, and it is just about trying to optimize every little moment, right? Nobody wants to make a mistake. Bit is all the way in T-spawn, and he's going to probably realize now there's no one outside of here. So the question now is, can boomich and Perfecto rotate to the A bomb site? Not in time. Simple's going to have this battle on his own. And luckily for them, he's able to pick up that kill, taking down Flit. It's a pretty good start. Now it's a 4-on-3. But again, the rest of the team is quite far away. So
Bit is still only just walking.
Yeah, they're still only just walking, and there's no smoke. And on this A bomb site, when the bomb is planted here, you need a smoke because they're going to be hiding in restroom and shooting you as you're trying to defuse. So NAVI, yeah, they're a man up, but I actually think they're in a lot of trouble here. Bit is being held. kscreato is the one watching on the other side. There's a headshot on Simple. Buster, good start here. Bit will take kscreato down. Bit actually, he keeps going. A headshot at range to drop Buster. James is the next to fall, and they're going to have no kit, but I think maybe just enough time for it. It's a bit scary here. Still holding it in. boomich. Bit is running away just in case, but they'll be fine. They win the round. NAVI, that is as close as you can cut it for a retake.
Man, and that was just a 50-50 guess from Bit. You know, if they're setting up for a B hit outside, then he's a god, right, with that flank, and it's just amazing, and he probably guts them before they can get anywhere near the bomb site. But it's that 50-50 guess. Which side of the map are they on? And he's just not, he's just late to show up to the party, but he still gets his kills from connector, so he still makes that impact happen, which is so sick. You can see him line up there. That is tremendous work from Bit.
At some crazy spray at range. It really is. That second kill is impressive.
What a round. Just what a round.
Blows up Yuurih and Buster here. Yeah, and I mean, the fact that he's out looking for the information in itself is super impressive, right? That's the kind of play that you wanna make as much as you can. On a map like Overpass, I mean, it actually does tell you something about the map. It's part of the problem, right? It takes so long for him to find the information because the map is really wide. It's really big.
It's a big map.
Yeah, so even though it gets the information, they just can't get there in time anyway. They're a little bit late to show up. Interesting. 3-1, though. It's fifth round coming up. We've got some signs here of the VP economy under some pressure with the 2 Galils. And very, very few grenades. Bit, got to be real careful here, but he's going to catch Buster, and that's a fight that he's going to win every single time.
Just outclasses Buster in that case. Buster not expecting them to be holding close, so that's going to be a little bit of information gathered up for the future of this half on the T side. If you know that Bit is going to be playing aggressive restrooms like that, you'll want to clear it out with a maid or use a flash, something next time around. Looks like we'll get that B split pushing onto the B bomb site now, though, and quick plays here. Do we get a second kill? No, boomich not even able to chime in. Just running right over the defense.
Yeah, that worked incredibly well. They had the timing down between the initial push from the L bend and coming out of the monster tunnel, so that none of them could really help each other out. That's really impressive. VP coming up with an amazing round. After losing Buster out long, that's pretty much it. So 2-3. And the rest of NAVI are going to be running away.
Surprising to see just how clean that was on Navi's side. And that includes Electronic, who's been hitting hard, but not able to get anything that time around. So nice adjustment made there by VirtusPro. And now it's a question of whether or not NAVI, I mean, NAVI are going to be in eco territory, so it's really not going to be much to work with here on their front. They have these 2 rifles, and it's so important that they hold on to them, because otherwise you're back to pistols, and that's just a nightmare. So VirtusPro now. The slow style, once again, just paying off, taking their time to get maximum information before they decide to go.
And it was interesting to see. I mean, some of the stuff that we're not seeing yet out of NAVI, maybe it will happen down the road, but we're not seeing the wall bangs going in a sewer, the sort of the attempted nades around the corner. It seems like NAVI are holding really passively inside of the B bomb site, and they don't know too much about what's happening outside. No, you can also boost over to look over the wall. There's a lot of ways to sort of figure it out. So VP are getting all of that control outside of B by just showing up, and they're going to take that. This time they rolled it into a round win. Smooth jump. Nade again. Doesn't do anything this time.
Not going to catch him. Really cool nade, though.
Are they going to triple nade it? Yep, here we go. Bit, though, out of position. You are so thankful if you see those nades coming in that you weren't jumping for information.
But I like how VirtusPro, you know, they just use that as an early tell, and it happens so early in the round that they throw those 3 HEs, but unless Navi push for info, VP 10 seconds later can be anywhere. 15 seconds later because they're walking everywhere. But I mean, you know, point is that doesn't really tell too much, right? 3 guys were towards B at the very beginning of the round. Now, they could have rotated through mid, they could have rotated anywhere else. So it doesn't mean anything as far as the defense is holding, although Navi is still pushed up aggro restrooms, and they haven't really been challenged on that side. So I'm surprised to not see a rotation down to the B site yet for Navi, because they're getting a lot of info right now. Nobody is in mid, nobody is towards A.
That smoke, unfortunately, goes so deep in behind Kickert that he just actually sees it as an opportunity. When it goes that deep, he's like, oh, cool, now I can actually just set it up. Flit is going to be going down next. Bit with a kill on him, but they can't really defend the bomb site. They just have to give up on this round, save the 2 guns that they had earlier. Actually, a 3rd gun there. That's huge for them, but it's not worth going for the B bomb site anyway. So that'll tie up the scoreline. It's going to be 3-3. VirtusPro, again, I think they're exploiting some of the weaknesses here at the B bomb site.
Mm-hmm. Indeed. They've identified the weakness now. They realize that they can hit this bomb site with impunity. Although, to be fair, that was still an eco round coming out from Navi. They didn't have the firepower necessarily, so it looks like they were being a little bit more proactive with their peak. Trying to get that Deagle into a position maybe to get a kill, but
it still kind of feels like Navi, they're putting some trust in the idea that they can win some of those straight-up fights with Perfecto and Electronic. I mean, and I would say, just looking at the name, you should say, well, yeah, I probably trust both Perfecto and Electronic to try and win that fight down at B when they turn the corner. But the problem is, VP are showing them that's not always true right now. Kickert's playing really well. They have one of the craziest, you know, opening fraggers in the entire world in Yakinda on this team too. So that's you might have the confidence, but if that turns out to be wrong, if it turns out that the VP are going to be on point with getting those kills at the barrels or inside of the B bomb site, then you have to find another way. And there are plenty of ways to play it, so it's not like this is the only way to defend the B bomb side. It's just what they've gone for early on.
I'm pretty sure that when it comes to timeouts, this is like Blade. If the timeout gets called, Blade is going to be talking because he's got a lot to say. He's got a big hand in the tactics of this team. He's been very vocal in the past, and being limited to the tactical timeouts now, I think NAVI could be a team that actually suffers because of that, because Blade isn't able to give his tactical insight live during the round anymore. And so I imagine when the tac timeouts happen for NAVI, Blade is going to be doing the talking, and everybody else is just going to shut up and listen.
Yeah, and it'll be interesting to see if they're going to change anything. So far, they've put 4 people in the B bomb site. Again, they have 3 rifles. They have to make some gambles here to try and make it work. You have to assume. So I don't really mind it. Bit's going to be walking back slowly, but yeah, tilted towards the B defense. There's a little bit of a jump over, like we talked about earlier. I just really want NAVI to have some information. Even this is better than what we saw earlier. Simple taking a little bit of a peek over towards the door in the C connector, but yeah, right now they're having a perfect counter call though on the VP side. Very
cool. The VP, I feel like VP are just going through their playbook. We haven't seen this yet. Just slow pushing long like this as a group. It's not something we've seen. Although I believe did Simple just spawn somebody? I think he did.
He definitely did. And Flit has gone down. Flit versus Bit.
Yeah, that's gonna be a tongue twister.
Ready. Let's go. 50 seconds now. And the fact that because they also spotted Simple for sure, so they kind of, there's kind of like put another break in the game where everyone's like, okay, well now what? Who's going to be reacting? Molotov, then I better challenge it. They'll start to fall back. 35 seconds. They do have Yakinda ready to see if he can get into the bomb site. Checking the corners, docking right in, and that's what he does. That's the work that he puts in. Taking down Electronic Jam on the other side to drop Bit, and now Simple's on his own. Haven't checked it. No, they can't make this mistake. No one's checked the corner. 20 seconds yet. He's there to try and stop the bomb plant. He wanted a double, but he's going to have to settle for that one shot, and that could still wreck everything here for VP. 1 versus 2 now. Jame on his own. Simple toying with him and a headshot to bring him down. You could see how he jumped to try and just shoulder peek him just enough to make him take the shot. And when he didn't, he still took him down. That is... They weren't expecting for that double restrooms. They think once they get that kill, when Jame hits the shot, they're like, all right, that's it. Corner is checked. It's all done. And Simple was hiding there.
Simple is the raid boss, isn't he? He is the final boss of this game. If he is still alive in the round, anything is possible. Anything is possible. But he anchors a site, so that's why I'm surprised. VP, you know, they haven't killed him out of the first 2. They have to be wondering what's going on. But yeah, I mean, obviously. The way that played out, it was beautiful. And Simple, of course, he's a maestro.
And they saw him jumping, I mean, it was a good while earlier, right? So they could have also maybe been thinking, wait, maybe he's just fallen all the way back.
Yeah, but they don't know that's him, right? You know, it's like jumping. It's just a model. Like, yeah, I mean, that's the thing. It's just, it's so exciting to have Simple in the server because anything is possible. When that guy's still alive, he will play it. He doesn't make mistakes. It's so good. And
now it's got better because he's got the AWP.
Yeah.
They stole that from James, so...
Let's see now.
4-3, the scoreline. NAVI coming up with a pretty big round right then and there. Electronic looking for somebody's knees. Kicker is on the other side. Yeah, that's dangerous, and he's going to spray him right down. Can fall back. Yeah, the fact that he's running is probably a bait more than anything else.
Yep.
That looks so well choreographed.
Just the 1-2 combination. Drawing him in. Hook, line, and sinker. And now we're down to 40 seconds left, and VP are just no closer to getting onto a bomb site. They're going to have to brute force it.
But look at how the B defense has now moved outside of the B bomb site, and how much more pressure that puts on VP in terms of not having that ground to just set up everything like they did earlier. Also, Bit is pushed all the way up by the birthday party on the other side. So that means, yeah, the map is shrunk heavily for VP. This is all being read really easily by NAVI. They know what's coming. They're down on the site, and they'll get the bomb plant down, but NAVI don't really care. They're going to go for the full-on retake here. Buster will get a kill, but Buster and Jame, they can't go anywhere. They're locked in. They won't be able to escape. Jame maybe...
You know what time it is?
Yeah, save. It's time.
Oh!
No.
Can't make it out.
Even he can't do it. It's, I mean, that actually was, again, I would have said that's a perfectly legitimate time to leave. Because otherwise he has to try and 1 versus 4 them, and that's not going to help either. All right.
1v4 with an op, it's a tall order.
Yeah.
Whereas now, maybe, you know, you could have had one. Money's going to be a little bit weird on the side of VirtusPro now. as the clock ticks down. Bit is just doing work. 133 ADR right now. That's average damage per round. That is sick. He is having such a big impact right now for the team. And of course, well, Simple just doing simple things.
Yeah, he's turned up to play. 5-3 though. It's a pretty respectable scoreline for either team at the moment. For VP though, the critical thing is keeping that NAVI economy low all the time. You have to keep them within an inch of ecoing, because if they start to get away and start to really run away with this, it's just going to be way too scary. So keep doing the damage round for round. A little bit of a spray there. Boom, it's not quite connecting. They had the AK on Ykinda. I kind of like that sacrifice. I think, again, Ykinda is such a star that you should make those sacrifices. Even if Sanju's not here, someone has to drop.
Someone has to drop. Oh, but now it is just going to group up here, and it's going to be a B hit. They're, once again, just a reminder, they're once again just hoping to draw out the utility from NAVI. NAVI still not quite sure what they're up against. Just chucking nades out.
They're certainly expecting that boost, so it looked like Flit wanted to do it, but they've called it off. Perfecto. Oh, that's very awkward. That's not how that's meant to go. I'm not sure why he's peeking it with a Molotov either. Ykinda comes up with a second kill, and now it's getting a bit scary. Could he get one more? Ooh, he sprayed down right for the railing, and Simple will be there to take down Flit, so a good recovery for NAVI in a round that otherwise is getting way out of control. Simple trying to shoot through that box. Makes me happy. Buster, oh, they lined up. That could have been the end of the round. They nearly sprayed everyone down there. NAVI should consider themselves lucky to be winning this round.
Yes. That is a wildly successful round for VirtusPro.
Yeah.
Bomb plants 3 kills on what was essentially a hard eco with a hero AK. That is outrageous that they managed to get that much out of the round. And granted, that's just timing. That's so unfortunate for Perfecto that as he pulls the nade out, the guy comes around the corner.
Yeah, but
it's just the way it's supposed to happen pretty much. But blamef saves them. This is all on blamef right here. This double kill gives them the option to get in.
I have no idea why he's pulling out the nade at that point in time. Like, that's just, I think, a mistake, basically. Because it's one thing for him to shoulder peek the corner or whatever, and if he sees them running through the tunnel, then he can pull it out and throw it anyway, right? Mm-hmm. But, I don't know. That looked like a big mistake. And that could have cost them the round. That could have been the end of it. The margins really are that thin at this level, so keep an eye on that. And Electronic, I mean, him and Perfecto, they've got some kills, but they are actually, I mean, now they got some backup in when Simple's down there, so that's really helpful. But just between the two of them, they haven't been too impressive in this B bomb side yet.
No, I think that's why VP are just smashing this B bomb site over and over again as best they can. They've had success here on B. Clearly, the players on this bomb site aren't hitting as hard as, well, I mean, Simple. But wherever Simple's going to be, you're just going to hate your life.
Yeah.
If you know he anchors A 80% of the time, then just avoid A. Keep hitting B over and over again.
Go for it. Are they going to go for the boost this time around? They've been spotting it a lot, NAVI. They've been trying to catch this boost in action. Jame is also sneaking on the other end. And again, this is another round where VP are getting all this real estate outside of the bomb site. And every time they've been able to do that, they get the kills. Again, Ykinda and Jame, and that's the round done. Just like that. NAVI cannot let them have all of this space outside. It is right now, I think, the factor that's winning them these rounds down to the B bomb site for VP. It's so obvious when you see it from this point of view. NAVI must be feeling it too. That's impressive.
Yeah. I wonder if we're going to get another tactical timeout called here by NAVI after this, because Perfecto is just dying at the beginning of these rounds, and it's really hurting this B defense, because then Electronic feels like he has to plug the gap, and then he gets caught out in the open, and that keeps happening over and over again. Electronic trying to do the best that he can, but for now, we'll need some adjustments made. And maybe you're right. Maybe we do need to just kind of, NAVI just need to realize that they need to take the fight to VP one way or another. And that could be, yeah, a quick source play.
That could be, it could be, right? It could be even putting 2 people in connector, because then that door blows open. And if you have that set up at sewers and connector, it means suddenly whoever is holding monster tunnel only has to worry about that. They don't have to do that double play where you're kind of on the ramps, you know, walking back and forth all the time. There are a lot of ways to solve this problem. And the one that NAVI's reached for so far mostly has just been having Simple down there with an AWP, or maybe even sometimes 4 people, right? Mm-hmm. which you just can't do all the time is the issue, right? That becomes really predictable too, so you want to be careful about that. We'll see how it goes. 6-4 though. VP. They are holding on to NAVI, which is really, really good. Like I said earlier, the real big difference here is whether or not they can keep the economy alive. An attempted shot there, I think James saw simple. But Bid, this is a deep play. He is all the way in here. A lot of noise being made. Simple, he's flashed though, but yeah, no one is expecting this bit. Oh, that took long. He could have been dead. He's on 12 health. He nearly screwed up that round.
Very close to being totally screwed up.
And he's the insurance policy for Simple. In case that flash comes through, Bit is there to help him with that.
Wow, I can't believe Simple's still hanging around here. Oh, Bit redeems himself with that one, though.
In a big way. On 12 health, still able to win the fight. And now they got boomich down here, so a third player to try and help out. Even some counter molotovs. This is another thing that we've been missing. Even that is more proactive than Navi's defense is otherwise spin to the B bomb site. So it all helps. They're going to try and go for the boost. Not going to be able to see anyone this time, though. Maybe they will.
Oh, come on. They can't catch a break on this defense.
No, that's actually sick. I didn't expect them to really look that deep in. I thought he was a little bit further behind the pillar. Boomich, he's going to get one and is still alive. James trying to get through the tunnel. 30 seconds on the clock. Kinder, he made it look so easy. He just raises the gun and drops Boomich. Now, though, James 1 versus 2 and Simple is on the other side.
Collat?
Yep, he got tagged, but it doesn't matter. Still ends up winning the fight.
Do not leave Simple hanging on the fist bump.
Yeah. Okay, that is a really close round. And
oh, Blade.
7-4.
Gotta be careful playing with fire there.
12th round.
All right, we will get the timeout called. Okay, I guess that's what he was asking for. Just getting the timeout called. All right, fair enough. Fair enough. But that is a sick hold from Simple. What a shot in the end. What a save. I mean, right now, these retakes on the B bomb site, it's just so fortunate that the bomb got dropped in sewers, because if they're on the bomb site having to retake, it's just the end of days for Navi at that point. Ooh, the drone is here. We have to come up with a name for this drone. What are we going to call it? Wally? No.
No, that was a little weird. I still haven't watched that movie. I probably should.
You probably should. It's scarily accurate
all right.
After what is happening today.
I'll get to it one of these days. Yeah, Simple. I mean, he's playing, I wouldn't say the highest level that we've seen, but a pretty good starting level. And there are just almost no games where Simple isn't showing up. That's what's so ridiculous about it.
Indeed.
Let's see, 7-4. 12th round here. AKs across the board for VP. And let's see. Actually, did they just drop some nades out here?
Nades and everything out here. This is interesting, and on both sides. So that's interesting to see where they elect to leave grenades. 4 players on B right now. Navi are just hard countering VirtusPro. They've got a read on VP. This is perfect.
Simple with 1, but no follow-up. Perfecto not really swinging for it. He comes back, but Boomich still want to get the kill. Perfecto upgrading into the AK. It's a 3-on-3. I'm surprised, because that's that 1-2 punch down at the monster tunnel. I feel like that should have been a quick trade, but Perfecto never really getting swung into it. Flit's going to be going down. Boomich is all over the place now, getting kills. And Kickit and Jame in a 2-on-3. They have a lot of time here, so wouldn't want to see them rush this particular play, because I mean, they can fall all the way back if they wanted to. Go to the A-bomb site. Just try and play it cool and see if you can make it so that you're isolating at least one of the Navi players. Smoking it off again. They actually have Molotovs enough. They could probably burn out the back of this bomb site. Not quite sure. That's fine. Check that position. There's the Molotov we needed. Onto the ramp and kick it. They're going to be able to find a gap in it somewhere. I don't think they realized everyone is here. They might be thinking it's only 2 out of 3. We can tell it's the rest of Navi as well. Good spray from Kickit, but he's in some trouble. Perfecto will take him down, and now it's on Jame, all on his own with that AK-47, and he's getting caught on the ramp. Straight headshot to take down Boomich, and Perfecto on the other side. He's only got 2 kills so far. Can he find the third one on Jame? He desperately needs it. Pistols out, and he will be able to drop him. That is a big win for Perfecto. He's really struggled. Yes. 2 out of 3 kills in this round. But it proves again, it's worth it to stay around, even if you're having a tough game.
He just made up for letting Simple down with that monster hold. That 1-2 combination there, where Simple was counting on him to get the trade. doesn't get it, right? You're thinking, well, Perfecto, man, you really need to step up and get kills like that. You cannot fluff those shots. And yet, there we go. Managed to pull up a big clutch, and that will certainly help, obviously. Gets the round, but redeems himself somewhat there. 8-4 now. And NAVI, I mean, these rounds are so close. It's like they just can't get a bank going because each of these rounds is a two players surviving, one player surviving. Just no money, no chance to develop any kind of money on the CT side. Is Bit done for?
I don't know. I mean, he doesn't have any backup here, but not that far away from Simple being there. And oh, he's so good. It's outrageous.
What is this purist playing with an A4?
Yeah.
What's going on with that?
Representing.
Get out of here.
Bit and I, we're on the same team. I appreciate
A1S, Master Race, all the way.
3 versus 5, and that's a bit of an overextension. Double kill on the side of Bit. And Buster and Kick at 2 versus 5. I just... It does seem like it's so ridiculous that the simple and electronic combination alone made NAVI one of the scariest teams in the world. But the fact that Bit is also playing at this level is just... It's so stupid, isn't it? What are you realistically meant to do?
You're meant to die, Mr. Bond.
Yeah, it's true.
He's got 13 kills right now, 3 assists. Trailing Simple, who has 15.
And both of them are leaning towards that A bomb side most of the time. I mean, so for VP, it's not a very enticing move to try and get them. They're going to be saving the guns for the rest of this round.
Yeah.
I don't really mind that.
But it's not only that. It's not only that they're locking down A. It's that they're executing effective retakes on B. They're just taking the fight everywhere.
Yeah. That was a deadly combination.
And Vitality now. What was the score?
Lost 16-12.
16-12.
To Heroic. That is crazy. Absolutely crazy. I can't believe it.
Counter-terrorists win.
But in this game, NAVI well on their way to picking up the first half here. 9-4 is already a pretty good beginning. If they could get all the way to 11-4, well, more power to them. Simple's looking happy and excited. That has to always just be a bad sign. You actually just never, ever want to see that happen. As soon as he's enjoying himself, you know it's a good day for NAVI.
Yes. Oh, dreams are being broken. Shattered, destroyed on the other side, essentially, of his opponents.
It is true. A little bit of more serious look here on the side
Jame
of
always
VP.
looks like this, though, man.
Yeah, it's true.
Happy Jame, sad Jame, frustrated Jame, elated Jame.
He's
you know, it's all just...
In this moment, he's thinking, now that Sanji's not here, who's going to throw me that AWP that I always have? What's going on? Where is the AWP? No one has it.
Who is throwing the grenades?
Well, we've got some AKs that were saved, the Galil there. They're going to try and roll this into a respectable round if they can. Not sure what the play is.
What? Ho, ho, ho. Dude, Bit is 7-0 on opening duels.
Yeah, out of control.
What? That's nuts. What a savage.
He's too good. They should be like, kind of like a fantasy team limit kind of thing, where like you can't get both Simple, Bit, and Electronic on the same. This can't be done. You don't have the budget for it. It's not fair. Electronic, speaking of which, again trying to play. Oh, he did turn around. I think either he just thought he heard something, or maybe he saw a foot or something. It looked like he was turning for a flashbang then. Either way, again, the defense is trying to push its way outside of the B bomb side, which I still think is the method to try and stop VP from getting those executes in there, because they've been really good at that. Smoke to slow them down, so they'll have to wait that out, presumably. It's always tricky when you throw that smoke, because if it goes deep enough in, you actually don't know if they just walk through. So a bit careful with that one. Over at long, Bit is maybe having a fight with Buster at some point here. They're actually getting kind of close to each other. 45 seconds. Buster is moved far away now, but Bit is right on his tail. Is he going to be able to catch him? The timing, it's there. He sees him, but he calls it instead. It's still incredibly valuable information. He's going to make his way down silently. The rest of the defense is rotating towards B. They know everything, NAVI. That might actually be better than trying to take the shot, is just calling it in. He's such an intelligent player. Electronic is catching him on the other side, and there's the kill. And now the rest of them have no choice. They're just in the tunnel saying, oh, that's the round probably done. Buster is out of it, and now they're trying to run into a fully stacked bomb site. Perfecto getting a little bit of a smile on his own with a double kill. Electronic there at the L-bend. It's just all done with. What a round from NAVI.
Yeah, that's just, it feels so good if you're NAVI, and it feels so bad if you're VirtusPro. When that guy dies from connector, and you're all just standing up front of Monster, it's just like, well, I guess we still have to go forward. There's probably 4 guys waiting for us on that bomb site, but you know what? We don't have the time. Let's just go. That is so sick. And again, Anders, I think you nail it there. The trigger discipline. You know, getting the kill is one thing. Guaranteeing the round is a completely different thing. And the fact that he doesn't take that shot and instead just sets his team up, it's perfect. It's perfect from Bit. Well played.
Oh, need to follow it up. Buster goes down. That is so cool. He's just reacting instantly to that one. He legs him. He's like, yeah. And actually, a lot of the time, people will throw that nade over into the playground instead because they're sort of expecting for people to keep running. But I guess Simple just has his number. Takes down Yuurih as well now that he feels the challenge from Bit. He's like, you're not going to end this first half with a higher rating than me. Electronic with a wallbang to take down Kickit. This is suddenly turned heavily in favor of NAVI.
Yeah, they're starting to really grab the bull by the horns here. Even this slow style from VirtusPro, if NAVI have figured out how to get out on the map and start having a bit of a presence out here and challenge.
Grab the polar bear by the ears. I feel like it doesn't work this way. Probably going to die doing that.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to do that. Well, isn't it, you know, like other bears, you stand a chance, but with polar bears, it's just 100% dead. Like, you're just dead. Sorry. They're going to eat you.
Yeah, I don't know if there's even any advices there at that point in time.
No, I think literally it's like polar bear, just give up.
Try to just avoid them.
There's none of that whole play dead like with other bears.
Polar bears, we're not playing. Electronic is a cool shot from Flit. I mean, that's not necessarily easy to hit on that boost in the B-bomb site. Jame, I don't know. It's the final round of the half, so there's not even any saving being allowed here. Not even that. It can't even work. Bit is ready and waiting, same as it ever was. 11-4 in the first half in favor of NAVI. That is pretty damn impressive.
A thing of beauty. A thing of beauty. And look at this. They have the notes. I love the notes.
The highlighted notes.
Perfect. Perfect. This is preparation on the side of Blade. I bet you 100%. As soon as these, okay, to be fair, the comm rules were already in place. The rest of it, where you're not able to shout or any of that sort of stuff, that was added on. But the comm rules, they knew. So being prepared as a coach coming into this, you're going to have your notes out there for the players so that you're still communicating with the players. You've still done the work, the prep, it's there. You're just not able to directly tell them live during a round.
There were some pretty good memes of the first screenshot of Simple looking at that one. Did you see the one that said Devil Walk Mages 1?
That is his source of inspiration, isn't it?
Yeah, I think that's
he wants to kill that meme.
Oh, it has to happen. It just has to. 11-4, ladies and gentlemen. Second half is coming up. It's now VP on the CT side. Now V, they just need 5 more rounds here. I mean, we've seen crazy comebacks all throughout this tournament so far, so I don't want to rule anything out, but my god, they're going to have to wake up quickly here. Buster is out on long, and...
no flash.
Yeah, but if they jump past with Glocks, the problem still is how many headshots can you get? Yuurih is back here in case they get close to it. They actually duck into a little bit of a fight. Buster, he's down. Bit continuing that opening kill ratio. It's so outrageous. Yuurih will take him down, though. That's a good sign. 4-on-4.
And in the meantime, Simple has got no action in mid. Nothing. He hasn't been able to follow up on that kill.
Oh. Was Perfecto on the ladder? I wonder if he's just sitting on the ladder, and if they come, he can jump and just, you know, like, get that little speed boost out. It looked like he was. That would have been interesting.
It's cool.
I think the observer is nodding.
Yes.
Yeah.
There it is.
That's some incredible communication, in fact.
Listen, we got the best here at the major.
Yeah, I would have loved to have seen that work. That actually would have been cool. Because CT sometimes, in all rounds, but maybe especially in pistols, will try and push down for information. I think Bit himself did that at one point. So yeah, Perfecto trying for that. Here we go. Coming in through Munster in the L-bend to try and hit this bomb site with 22 seconds left. Yuurih continuing the headshots. He's going to get one more kill. Boomage. Oh, spinning all over the map. Taking a triple kill with a Glock in is Simple. Going to be taking out Yuurih. They get the bomb down to the last possible second just to add insult to injury, and it's going to be 12-4. I can't believe Boomage just got all those kills. It's just within the space of like 2 seconds.
So that's when you're really feeling it as the entry man, when you're just running in and you're just channeling the Glock. Just hold mouse 1, don't stop moving, and just react to everything. It's not even, his brain isn't thinking at that point. It's all just muscle memory just popping off. Let's go. Boomich popping off as well. Let's go.
Yeah, he's excited for good reason.
That's sick.
VP buying into this round, and I think that's actually kind of fair. They're so far behind. If they have to launch a comeback, yeah, you need to go. Electronic is down to the B bomb site. Oh,
What is going on down there?
mutiny, I think, technically speaking.
Well, Simple's catching out the man in mid. That's Yakinder out of the picture already. So man advantage for Na'Vi, but they did donate Electronic. The dude can't catch a break this map. He's really not having the best one. It hasn't really gone his way. A lot of getting beaten up on that B site, and now he's getting beaten up by his own teammate, Sanders. It's tragic.
And funny at the same time. Saying, always a good time with the team kills. 3 versus 4 here. James up there with a scout. I don't think we didn't see nearly enough with the AWP of James in the first half, but he is really talented with it. So it's, you know, even the scout could be fun. Oh, but he ducks down, trying to hide the trash can. Simple like, nah, I'm calling that. Kick it and flit left. And now we look very much like they're about to take that 13th round. Up at the A bomb site. Yeah, they're going to get the bomb plant down, no problem here. So I don't really mind the attempted force for VP, but it is a sign of how far behind they are. And yeah, that's a very overwhelming performance from Na'Vi. I guess this is kind of what people have come to expect, or maybe are expecting out of Na'Vi in this tournament.
It's hard to say that they aren't the favorite.
Yeah.
I mean, it feels like everything is lining up. Simple is playing the best he ever has. He's got excellent teammates. It's just, it feels like, and they've got excellent tactics as well, because it feels like Blade has really got a handle on things. Like he understands how the team is working, and he understands what the meta is right now. So I mean, it just feels like everything is working for Na'Vi. And the first 2 matches, VirtusPro have shown that they are no pushover, and yet here they are getting blasted, and they just ran over Heroic. So Heroic are a threat as well, even in the, you know, even though they themselves admit that they aren't as powerful yet on LAN, Heroic, I mean, they're still not a team to take lightly, and yet Na'Vi...
I mean, Heroic just won it Vitality.
Yeah, Na'Vi just took them out in their first map. So it's good to have this confirmation to see just the kind of level that Na'Vi are coming to the table with. And if they just get stronger after this, man, if they just get even more comfortable, players like Perfecto and Bit on LAN, you know, if they get even better at this is going to be just freaky.
Yeah, the level is really high at the moment. All right. Flit playing close with the MP9. They don't have that much to work with here. Kick it to the Mac 10. It is really sketchy. Na'Vi, credit to them. I mean, they're sending Electronic out to go look for a fight, but otherwise they're not risking a lot here, right? They're not showing any of those signs of early celebration or anything like that. Which, I don't know what's on those notes that Blade have been handing out, but that could be one of the highlights, you know.
Keep focused.
At all times.
Do not get complacent. I mean, Yakinder can't catch a break against Simple. Simple just knows how this kid's brain is working right now.
Yeah, and I mean, Yakinder's been playing really well, but it's just that they're just so far behind, right? He's got 11 kills, but when the scoreline's 13-4, that's not so bad. It's just, they need more, and they're not getting it.
His team are desperate for more.
Kick it could maybe get a little bit of a surprise. No, they're going to be checking. I was going to say, that's one of those moments where maybe if the bomb is being planted, you can sneak in a kill. Probably not more than one, though. And James angling for a surprise USP shot, maybe?
Yeah, they look so comfortable, Na'Vi.
They
now
really
on the T side, where they get to take the fight, they're not having to play that slow style and adapt to what VirtusPro are throwing at them on that T side, right? Well, at least 1 kill there for Flit. Fair enough. But now Na'Vi are the ones who get to set the tempo. And they're out there just hunting kills. Simple with the fist bumps. Pretty sure Boom is just trying to tell him something. He's like, yeah, Boom, hold on. I'm talking to Electronic real quick here.
Yeah, they are having such a good time. VP really look like they're a little bit shell-shocked from the force that they were up against. Simple's at 22 kills, so he is by far ahead of everybody else right here in the game, to nobody's real surprise. Yakinder playing around the balloons. going to see someone down there. It's a cool position here because you've got the range and you can just quickly strafe back down, try and get into cover. 14-4. This is kind of not what I was expecting at all.
No, I was expecting a much closer match. I was expecting NAVI to win this. I did predict NAVI to win this, but I was expecting a much closer match for sure. And so now, I mean, now what are you going to do here? That's a nice little off angle. That certainly caught him off guard. Electronic not expecting that one. And the smoke going down to simple. No, does he dare? Oh, I thought for a second he was going to push through there.
That would have been very risky. But yeah, good, simple. I mean, there's nothing too exciting about that kill, but it all counts. They are building something from the ground up here, VP, and it's going to be a while before they can put it into play. Probably lucky to be alive. Boomage, it looked like he maybe crouched a little bit too early there, James. So it just went through and tagged him up a little bit. 35 seconds. They are going to be regrouping outside of the B bomb site. And inside of it, it's Buster and Kickert mainly that are defending at the moment. Some unusual positions. Boomage doesn't care, though. He just rolls in. Bit to follow it up. And now Flit back here as well. The headshots are ringing through for NAVI. 21 seconds. The bomb is being planted on the other side. James, he misses the initial flick. And the question is now, can he get back to that angle without exposing himself?
He needs to fight. They need to fight. If you pass up on this now, VP, you're done.
It's tempting to save the auto somehow, I'm just saying. Yinkin with the kill. Oh, he's going to go down. But you're right. This is it. James, 1 versus 2. One of them is low on health, but it doesn't matter. They just wide swing it. Boom. It just been playing really well in this game with the entries as well on the bomb sides. It's 15-4.
Yeah, they needed to fight there. Or he needed to fight, and they know where he is. As soon as he backs off that angle, they know where you are, James. There's no point in trying to play it clever. They know exactly where you are. As soon as they kill Ykinda, that's it.
Yeah, presumably he was hoping for Ykinda to make the space for him, right? He's like, you come up, you get a little kill, then it's 2 versus 1, then I come back out again, you know?
I swear every round is just this Sisyphean task for Ykinda. Just like, push this boulder up that hill, Ykinda, and do it again. And again.
Keep getting it up there. Yeah, that's true. 15-4. This is a very, very good demonstration of just what kind of a team NAVI are. Don't think it's necessarily a reflection of VP, so I wouldn't read too much into that side. But NAVI, yeah, they are the team to beat at this major. Simple goes down to Ykinda. It's a good start here. Perfecto smoked off as well, trying for a bit of a random shot there. Not going to be connecting on that one. Did get the nade though. Now it's a 4-on-5.
Still absolutely possible. Oh, what was that? No way. Through the smoke, he takes him down. Yeah. And now Flit, this is going to be the angle. And yes, he has the shadow to predict that. Goes for the second one, finds it. He has done his job now. Flit, excellent work. Goes down to Electronic, but he trades 2 for 1 and gets the info.
Now let's see if they can actually find a way to win this one. 2 versus 3. 45 seconds is actually not that much time for NAVI. It means they have sort of one chance to maybe get the jump on them, but they also might get spotted. Wait a minute, running back with the bomb. I feel like saving it. Maybe they could, but they're on such a roll. They have so much money. 27 seconds. Especially 2 versus 3 like this on the T side. All you need to do is win 1 round or 1 fight. If they win this one down here against the FAMAS, that's probably a really good shot at it here. Jumping out, and Electronic gonna get the kill on Buster. They smoke up Heaven immediately, and now they're gonna be running for it. Oh, this is so well played out of NAVI. 2-on-2, but kick it with the kill on Perfecto. That might make all the difference. Electronic low on health. A little bit of a bait with the gun barrel showing. The other person coming in from sewer instead. So Electronic, he's not going to have that much safe space to stand on either. They're both low though, both Ykinda and Kickert. Not that much health left. Electronic, out in the open, but he still wins the fight. A missed shot for Kickert. And now Electronic, he can dance all over it. He's got 1 health left, but he might not mean anything else. He's just run off the bomb site, and there's no kit on Ykinda. Oh, what a heartbreaking way to lose here at the end. There's nothing. Oh, he's holding it down for the full duration, but it's a 10-second defuse, and that's 16-4. Electronic expertly played at the end. That is well done.
1 HP clutch for Electronic. Not even Simple can believe it at the end there. That is